So, a few weeks ago, I dropped a video called The Scary Truth About YouTube Copyright. And wow, the responses to that video were insane. I got flooded with comments, but one question kept popping up. What do I do if I got hit with a copyright claim? I wasn't expecting that, but I get it. Copyright claims can be confusing and even cost you a lot of wasted time and money. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever had a copyright claim on one of your videos? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious to see how many of you have dealt with this before and what was your reaction when you found out you got hit with one. I remember the first time I got a copyright claim, I had no idea what I was doing wrong. I thought I was using royalty-free music, but I ended up grabbing it from a sketchy website and that came back and bit me right in the ass. YouTube would have demonetized that video if I was monetized at the time, and I would have lost a good chunk of ad revenue. That's when I realized how important it is to understand how all this works. So in this video, I'm breaking it all down step by step. I'll show you exactly how to see what the copyright claim is for, how to remove it, and how you can protect your monetization so we can make sure your channel stays safe. Now with that being said, let's get into this video. All right, first, what is a copyright claim? And what's the difference between a copyright claim and a copyright strike? A copyright claim happens when someone else owns part of the content in your video, like a song playing in the background, a video clip, or even an image. YouTube's Content ID system automatically scans your video and compares it to a database of copyright content. If it finds a match, the copyright owner can choose to monetize your video, block it in certain regions, or even take it down completely. Now, a copyright claim is different from a copyright strike. A claim won't get you a strike on your channel, but it can still affect your monetization and visibility. On the other hand, a copyright strike is more serious. If you get 3 strikes in 90 days, well, you could pretty much say goodbye to your channel. Good thing is these are very rare and most creators have never even had a strike. So that's why I'm only gonna be covering copyright claims in this video. So, how do you know when you received a copyright claim? Well, when you receive a copyright claim, YouTube will let you know. They'll be sending you an email like this, and your dashboard will pop up with an alert also, which will look just like this. Now, to see what the copyright claim is for, we're gonna head over to YouTube Studio. All right, so now that we're in my dashboard by YouTube Studio, what you're gonna do is off on the left, go into Content, and then up here at the top where it shows the filter, click on that, and then you'll actually get a little drop down for copyright. So we're gonna click on that. So here you can see 2 videos that I actually got a copyright claim on. So off on the restrictions, you can see where it says copyright, and it shows more details. Copyright protected, content found. The owner allows the content to be used, but you can't monetize your video. So let's go to see details. All right, so once we click see details, it'll show us a little bit more about this copyright claim. So channel, the copyright claim on your video doesn't affect your channel. This is not a copyright strike. Good. Like I said, copyright strikes are very rare. Most of the time, it's just gonna be a copyright claim. So visibility, there are no visibility restrictions. Monetization, this video can't be monetized. All right, so this is what it found for the copyright claim. This song right here, Make It Rain. Audio, this video can't be monetized. Ad revenue paid to the claimant. So go to see details here. This right here is actually the audio length of where it found the copyright claim. So between 29 seconds in and 5:01. So let's listen to it real quick.
Just head over to canva.com. Just go up to the search bar and we'll just type in, just head over to canva.com. Just go up to the search bar and we'll just...
All right, so we could hear the song in there. All right, so now that we found the song in there, that's actually given us the copyright claim. To take action on this, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna click on at the bottom where it says take action, we're gonna click on that. And this actually gives us 4 options. So the first one, we can erase the song. So if we click on that one, so this gives us 2 options here. So we could erase the song, we could remove the claimed song in all detected segments while keeping all other sounds such as speech. So that one could actually work pretty well. So let's preview it.
And how to upload it correctly to your channel. Now, without waiting any longer, let's jump into my computer.
Just head over to canva.com. Just go up to the search bar and we'll just type in.
So you guys hear it? The song's actually gone in there now. So let's see what the other option is. Mute all sound in the claim segment.
And how to upload it correctly to your channel. Now, without waiting any longer, let's jump into my computer.
All right, so definitely don't want that one. So erasing the song would be the best option. So all you would do from there is click save, and that would remove the copyright claim on that video. So the next option, we can replace the song. So this one's actually pretty cool because you can actually replace this song with another song in the YouTube audio library, which the YouTube audio library already has royalty-free music. So that's a good option there. And it's actually giving us some song options right here that would work just fine. So replacing song would be another good option. We can trim out the segment. So we can cut out both the audio and the claim segment to remove the claim. Don't want that because we trim out the audio. Now it's pretty much like a dead video. So we don't want that option. And the last one would be to dispute. So you can dispute. The only thing is it could take up to 30 days for a final resolution on this. So unless you are 100% sure that what you used is royalty free, I wouldn't even go that option. I honestly would just stick with erase song and then erase song here. Either that or replace it with one that was in the YouTube audio library. Now for some tips to avoid copyright claims in the future. First, always try to use royalty-free music. One of the safest places to get music is the YouTube audio library. I recommend starting there when you're looking for background music because it's all royalty free and most copyright claims actually come from music. Next, for your B-roll, you can either film your own personal branded clips using your phone or camera, or you can use sites like Pixabay or Pexels.com. I personally get a lot of my B-roll from those sites and have never had a copyright claim from using them. And here's a pro tip for you. Before you upload your video publicly, make sure to pay attention to the copyright section. YouTube actually scans your video for copyrighted claims, and if there's an issue, you can fix it before anyone sees it. This will save you a lot of time and stress. Another good habit is to keep a record of where you get your assets, like your music, your B-roll, sound effects, and everything that goes into each video. That way, if a claim comes up that you know is wrong, you have the proof you need to dispute it confidently. And at the end of the day, using safe, royalty-free content not only protects your channel, it gives you the peace of mind to focus on creating more content for your viewers. So make sure to take the extra couple of minutes to double check your sources. It's worth it in the long run. And there you have it. That's how you check what your copyright claim is for and how you can remove it on YouTube. So hopefully you'll feel more confident now. So if another claim pops up, you'll know exactly how to handle it and keep your monetization safe. If this video helped you out, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more tips on growing and protecting your YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.